This time, he's testing one of the hottest kitchen gadgets around right now, the air fryer.
But do you need to spend big, or can a cheap device offer a decent performance?
To find out, I've got a premium and a budget model, and I brought them here to Simpson's in Birmingham. It's a Michelin-starred restaurant, no less.
My premium pick is the Ninja Foodie Flex Drawer. It offers a 10.4-litre capacity, dishwasher-safe drawer, crisper plates and divider, and a 2-year guarantee, all for £219.
It can be divided into 2 separate compartments or used as one large tray, which Ninja rather excitingly call the Mega Zone.
My budget pick from Salter is also a dual-chamber air fryer, but it has a smaller capacity than the Ninja at 7.6 litres.
It has 8 preset cooking functions, and it's less than half the price of the premium model, £99.99.
To find out which is best value, I'm being joined by Simpson's head chef, Luke Tipping, who turns out to be a huge air fryer fan.
I'm an absolute convert. I've got one at home, and I wouldn't be without it. No.
Really?
Yeah,
Gosh.
definitely. It's brilliant.
I mean, would you use one here in the restaurant?
If they did a commercial one, probably. I don't see why not.
I'm very interested to see what you think of these two, starting with the premium Ninja.
Yeah.
It's quite clearly bigger.
Very much bigger. A lot more going on the dials on the front. The Mega Zone. You can get plenty in there, for sure. Nice roast chicken.
So let's move on to the Salter. What do you think of that?
Well, this looks a lot more streamlined, more compact. It's obviously smaller. But looking at the two just from here, it doesn't, look any more or less premium.
So the Salter's not obviously half price, not obviously sort of bargain basement, no.
I wouldn't think so at all, no.
Time to get cooking. First up, we're going for a classic, because air fryers must be able to do the basics well.
10 frozen fish fingers, a nest of potato wedges.
What can I say?
And the perfect accompaniment, pots of traditional baked beans.
OK, John, this isn't a restaurant of beige, but we'll see how we get on.
Good.
Now to get this family-sized meal into the Ninja. For this test, we're following the manufacturer's cook times. Unlike a traditional oven, no preheat is needed, meaning it's not only quicker to cook, but more energy efficient too. The fish fingers should take just 10 minutes at 200 degrees. And the wedges, 20 minutes at 190.
Well, they've all comfortably fitted into each individual compartment. No need for the Mega Zone.
No, exactly. Nice and flat. They should cook nice and evenly.
If I press sync, it'll all magically finish at the same time.
Oh, there we go.
So, a positive start from the premium machine. But despite it being smaller, the budget Salter also manages to fit everything in.
We're in?
Yes, they are in.
The Salter also has a sync button, but it's harder to set, and the touchscreen isn't being very responsive.
It is more complicated. It's good.
That's not as smooth as you would like it.
That certainly seems a more complex process.
Yeah.
I think you have to be fairly quick with the touchscreen, otherwise it sort of reverts back to where it was. Quite frustrating. I think I might lose my patience with it, actually.
Yes, I agree.
So, the tricky-to-use touchscreen puts the Salter at a disadvantage. But after blasting the beans in the microwave... Aha! My feast is ready to be plated up.
Now, what sort of wine pairing would be appropriate with a fish dish like this?
Well, to be quite honest, John, I think I'd have a cup of tea.
Right. OK. The important business of tasting is about to start. And let's start with the Premium Ninja.
What a fine job, John, you've done now, I must say. They feel nice and crispy.
Yeah.
Everything feels how it should. It's got a crunch top and bottom, which is good. And the wedges nice and moist inside, crispy on the outside. Very good. Happy?
I am happy, yeah.
Top marks for the Ninja. Now to see how the Salter fares.
Straight away, you can notice the one side is crispier than the other.
It's certainly less even. It's been quite well done on top, less well done on the bottom. The actual fishy bits are quite similar in both, aren't they?
Yeah. Wedges are a little bit softer all round.
So overall, the Salter's just not so even a cook, is it?
So far for me, the Ninja's just on top.
So the Ninja is slightly ahead after cooking a basic meal. For our next dish, we're upping the ante, as Luke will be calling the shots.
We're going to do a classic beef Wellington.
This fillet of Irish beef is served with a mushroom and truffle sauce, roast carrots and spin-top potatoes.
Carrots are beautiful in the air fryer. They retain the moisture rather than just boiling. This is just potato, obviously. It's the same principle as your wedges. It's going to be crispy on the outside and nice and soft in the middle. So they'll be selling them in bags soon.
With the ingredients prepared, it's time to get cooking in the Ninja. The beef goes in for 15 minutes at 200 degrees.
Is that quicker than it would be in the conventional oven?
In the oven, takes about another 15 minutes.
The veg needs a little more heat, 210 degrees,
OK.
but takes the same time as the beef. Our meat is cooked using identical settings on the salter, but it can't cook as hot as its premium rival, only reaching 200 degrees compared to the Ninja's 240. So the veg needs to cook for longer.
To compensate, we'll go an extra 5 minutes on the veg.
Once again, we're having trouble with an unresponsive touchscreen and difficult controls.
All in all, a more complex sort of setting process, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Eventually, we've got the machine in sync, so everything will finish at the same time. And after just over a quarter of an hour, our meal is ready. First up, the premium Ninja.
The carrot just nicely cooked through. Your lovely potato winder.
Suitably crispy on the outside, suitably soft in the middle.
Pastry seems just right.
I mean, would you serve this Ninja-cooked beef Wellington in the restaurant?
Yeah, indeed, yes. Yeah, everything seemed to work. I really enjoyed it, yeah.
Time to see if the budget Salters creation can live up to our chef's high standards.
So we had this in for exactly the same time, the beef, and it looks slightly more undercooked than the Ninja.
It is different, isn't it? The pastry is a bit softer.
Yeah. The potato and carrots nice and tender. There's no problem there.
So, a good effort from both devices, but the Ninja cooked the beef to a better standard and the Salter took longer to cook the veg.
It's amazing, though, you can actually have this sort of top-class food all made in an air fryer. But which does offer best value for money? What do you think?
Well, with the Salter, for me personally, I've pretty much struggled all day programming it, and it stops and goes back, and I find it really, really difficult. So that would be a off-put for me.
Yeah.
Whereas the Ninja's direct, you know where you're going with it, and you're off.
Confidence inspiring.
Yeah.
It is more flexible. It does offer have that bigger capacity.
I would go for the extra and go for a Ninja, yeah.
I think the more expensive Ninja is better value for money.
I think so, yeah.